Yo, 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 welcome everybody. Today we're going to be casting some games for the TA 2v2 Pinky and the Brain Cup 2023. Alright, so first of all, the games will be between Pussay Patrol and Snatch from Group A. Today, it's a little bit late for my normal co-host Tristan, so in his stead we have one of the players from these games, Tasto. Introduce yourself. How you doing?
Yeah, hello everybody. This is Tasto. I'm in Bangkok time zone, so it works perfect for me. And I was one of the players in the game, and I did the pick and bans for our team, and I'll try to give some insights to the games.
Yeah,
And
so
what you were thinking.
from the way it was supposed to work, I believe you guys, Team Bear Snatch, had the first pick. Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah, we had the first ban and first pick. That's correct.
Okay, so do you remember what your first ban was?
Our first ban was Green Ace.
Okay, was there any specific reason for that?
Well, we saw that Heifel played the game in there, and he was pretty good in that. So, like, we've kind of removed one of his stronger maps.
Gotcha. And what about Claustrophobia? Is there any specific reason you felt confident or wanted to play that?
So after their turn, they banned Shards because that was probably an air map, and then we picked Claustrophobia because we saw them play Claustrophobia, and it's a kind of hard map and high APM map. It requires you to do a lot, and Heifel hasn't been playing so often lately, and he was a bit rusty, so we picked that because he wasn't doing so well as he did in Green Ace.
Okay, yeah, that's one thing that I'm looking forward to, is to seeing how Heifel plays, considering what you mentioned, he hasn't been playing that much overall. I believe in the past like 3 months he has 10 games total. And it's something that he's kind of just been avoiding total Annihilation for, personal reasons and other interests. But yeah, I'm looking forward to these games. Obviously I love corners myself, so I can't wait to watch that. And then also my map, riding the fourth wave, I love seeing games on it, so I can't wait to watch that as well.
That's right. That's a cool new map.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and load up game one, Claustrophobia here. All right, let's go.
Yeah, we also banned Golden Mullet just because we haven't played that much. and they pick corners. I think Monka is really good on corners, so that's why they picked that. And then they banned Chili Rivers. It's a big map, so maybe that's why they banned it. And then the last maps were Violet Reefs, Eye of the Storm, riding the fourth wave. And we got to ban one, and we just picked Violet Reefs, and they chose the last map, the fourth wave.
Okay, so would have been a water map either way at the end. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, now you can see we are loaded into the game. At the top we have, let's see, this will be, yeah, so Team Pussay Patrol at the top. In black we have Monka, or Lon as he's known. And in purple, we have Heifel. At the bottom, good old Tasto in yellow. Or no, that's Metin. What? Metin in yellow? No way. Oh yeah, because he normally plays purple and Heifel's purple. Okay. Alright, yeah, so you guys are both going K-Bot first. What are your thoughts on capping the metal extractors at the beginning? Do you think they're that helpful?
I think that's too metal, and it's there. Just take it.
Right. Yeah. I've been playing around with not using them until I get advanced and put advanced moho extractors up. I don't.
Are you at normal speed or
Yeah, normal speed. Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right, so it looks like both you and Metin have a flea going out. Oh, that's another thing. This is Metin's first game with the team. So for those that are unaware, the team was originally Tasto and Rage Gamer. Rage
Yes,
Gamer,
that's right.
Rage Gamer had to drop out due to some, personal or some other reasons. And got a nice replacement with Metin. So this is
It, it, it's
awesome.
it, it, it's like impossible to replace Rage Gamer, and like I was thinking I'm not gonna play anymore because like it's hard to win the games after if I lose him. But
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
then I like cheered up and I found Madden, and they're gonna try again.
That's right.
And maybe we can actually pull off a bear snatch.
All right, so what we see here is you're doing some nice flea harassment, turning off these solars. That's pretty good. Um, Now, normally this missile tower would just kill this flea instantly, but it keeps hitting the spires. That's pretty funny. That's going to be pretty
Yeah,
annoying.
I'm hiding it behind the spires just to be
Mm-hmm.
annoying.
And you're popping it out just enough to turn off the solar.
That's right.
All right, so we see Metin going into a second lab already. Now, what I would normally do with this second lab is just to have it pump out straight AKs or flat or peewees, and then go searching for cons. I know some people like to just skip the second tier 1 lab altogether and go straight for advanced, so I'm wondering if we'll see that at all. No, both
Yeah.
Hyvel and Monka are...
This is kind of new map, so people are still figuring out what's the best play.
I quite enjoy it. It can be very frustrating to play, but I've really enjoyed the games I've played on it so far. Oh, interesting, metal storage. So I don't know how I feel about building early metal storages because these spires, they're not worth that much. I think the most expensive one is like 150. Most of them are 25, 50, 100, 75. So usually you're using that metal up pretty quickly.
That's right, but the thing is that if you have enough metal in the bank, the patrol function doesn't work, so the
Right,
reclaim stops.
right. Well,
And I heard from Venom that they're gonna fix it in the next 4.6 patch. So like if you put the units on a hold position,
mm-hmm.
they will reclaim regardless, even if you
Oh,
even
interesting.
or maybe it was that they're gonna focus on the reclaim and they won't assess the repairs and stuff like that. So like if you use patrol here, and they will start helping you build your labs or stuff like that, or start repairing your offensive units and chase them all the way across the map. But if you put them on hold position in the next patch, they will stop doing that and they will actually focus on their main objective, which is reclaiming the metal.
Okay. All right, so we see here Monka is getting some units into right in between you guys. It looks like he's shading more towards Metin now.
That's right. He's got 5 PVs there.
Yeah. But as far as Metin goes, he's building a second T or a third T1 lab in an advanced K-bot lab as well. So Metin is definitely getting to work. I don't know if he has enough energy to power out all that. It's gonna be hard. You already have your
Yeah,
advanced up. That's good.
Yeah. The Medan has about 400 energy production right now, so it's gonna be tight.
Mm-hmm.
He's building an LLT at the same time too.
Oh yeah. Wow. All right. So I like what Monka did there, where he didn't go straight into your base with his peewees. He's just out on the outskirts looking for cons.
Yeah, he's harassing my conch here. That's quite annoying.
All right. Looks like Metin is probing around, seeing what he can find. while also defending the attack of Hyvel. Oh, and you've got warriors out already, so those Kiwis from Monk is not going to do anything.
Yeah, if I get, yeah, I got them right on time.
Mm-hmm.
Just before he got his PVs on top of my.
Alright, so we've mentioned this before. On this map, all the spires, not only are they a good use of metal, so you want to reclaim them, but you also really want to get them out of the way just so you can build stuff. So you can see where Monk has had to kind of space out his solar collectors, just because you can't do a traditional line build when there's all these darn spires in the way.
Yeah, you gotta click all those.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of clicking. I saw a couple of replays of Venom playing this, and he's really good at reclaiming all that
Right,
stuff and building
definitely.
mass solars in the back. Yeah.
Right, so right off the bat, economy-wise, it looks like Metin is doing very well. Monk is doing decent. Hyvel, a little bit concerned. He doesn't have much energy going. He just now started his advanced. But
Okay,
it does...
so the total metal for metal is 17k, Monk at 12k, I'm at 11k, and Hyvel is 10k.
Yeah.
And they're really trying to get through my front line.
Mm-hmm. They're both trying to get on the attack. But you guys are defending this great. Looks like they might get a couple mexes overall, but no major eco damage done.
Yeah, they got a con or two.
And they're still just attacking with T1 too, so with you guys having out, you know, your warriors, and then Metin has plenty of LLTs up, so he's set. Alright, Monk is starting his second advance up, and he has out a few warriors now. Alright, but in this position, I'd say that you and Metin have a pretty solid lead. Is there anything that you would be concerned about at this point?
I think they're feeling pretty good, but you always gotta prepare for something extra special, like a airplay, or early Big Bertha, or a nuke.
Right.
Let's say Monk rushes a nuke here.
He's known to do that, by the way. I don't think he necessarily will on this map, but I've seen him I've seen him try to pull some cheeky nukes off.
Yeah, and like you can kind of defend your base for a while here. Even if you're spending your resources on a nuke, you can kind of like turtle up and hold.
Alright, so what Metin's been doing is he's been just absorbing the pressure, and he's built up a nice ball of units just from defending, and now he's looking to get on the offensive with it. And you have a little pack of Kiwis and warriors going up the middle too.
Yeah.
So this is a nice counterattack.
Yeah, by going through the middle here, you can kind of like choose until the very end who are you gonna attack. So, but it seems like Monk is just gonna ignore my main force and just go attack himself.
Alright, so you guys are definitely moving in on Hyvel now. And that brings up another point. If you are in a game and you feel that one of your opponents is stronger than the other, Would you prefer to go after the weaker, who you perceive as weaker, more than the stronger person?
It depends. Let's say Hyphal has a lot of defense here, then we're probably just gonna ignore him and try to punish Monka.
Okay.
And it just happened to be so that we had our units very close to each other, and we could combine them. Like if I went to left and he went right, it would be kind of like.
Okay. Were you guys in voice chat for these games?
Yeah, we were.
Okay.
Yeah, we weren't talking too much. We were just mostly focusing on clicking.
Yeah, so this damage done to Hyvel, it's pretty brutal. You guys are getting units back into his solars, and yeah, he's not going to be lasting much longer. All right,
yeah, I think we got his. Yeah, I think we got his cons on the front line, and then. Yeah.
Yeah, if you get the cons on the outskirts, the ones that are reclaiming, it is really hard to catch back up.
That's right.
Alright, let's do an eco check here. Any fusions or anything crazy going on? So Moho Mexes. Yeah, still just solars getting Moho Mexes up.
Yep. Meten is at 37,000 metal. Monk is at 32. I was 27. So Monk is actually making more metal than me.
Okay.
And Hyphal is 19k.
Yeah, Monk is getting a pretty nice counterattack here.
Yeah, I was a bit worried here. He got a bunch of warriors very close to my commander. So like if I don't have energy or if I lag out a little bit, he might snipe my commander here. So I'm going in for a Deegan. But then I realized that I don't wanna gamble, you know.
Right.
So
yeah.
I pull back. I'm just gonna take the hit, and that one warrior kind of blocks my commander as well. So I was a bit.
Yeah.
Because there are games where you wanna like maximize the D-gun and just like make a comeback, and there are games where you kind of think you have to win and you don't wanna take any risks. And I think here we had made so much damage on the top right that I could pull back my commander.
Right.
Just let the base take the hit.
Yeah, well, I'll say it looked like you had enough units to be able to fend off the attack, but Monka did a good job of getting around them so that he found a nice little path to your commander.
Yeah, that's the thing about this map. Like the spirals make kind of like very, very narrow ways where you can walk, and your units kind of get stuck, and it's hard to move big armies around efficiently. But you can see Monka he's got a bunch of sentinels up, so his base is.
Yeah, breaking through is going to be hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
And since you guys had that attack on Hyvel, you know, you guys have pretty much left him alone, but you can see where he's not able to quickly get up and running again because it just takes time. He has to build all those cons over again. He has to replenish the solars that died.
Yeah. He doesn't have any metal, so like he should just send all his cons just to go reclaim.
Yep.
But what happens in this game, like sometimes you have like a game style you're playing, and then something happens, and you just need to quickly adjust and stop building everything you're doing, and just.
That's been really hard for me because I'll like set something to build, and then I'll move on to the next thing, whatever's next on my list. And if I have to make any variations from that, I have a hard time reacting and adjusting appropriately.
Yeah, the game is very easy if nobody's attacking you, but if somebody's destroying your units and causing mayhem, it's gonna be.
Yeah, so here we have Metin moving in with a nice little force, where I think Hyvel actually would have had enough to stop this little bit, but he let his units get out of position and left a nice wide opening for Metin to just walk right into.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta really babysit your units.
All right.
And I think PVs are a bit faster than warriors. So what usually happens is that PVs kind of get in front if you don't babysit, and that's what happened with Metin's attack here. But he defends well, so.
He defends well, but again, like, he's just so far behind now. There's almost no way he can withstand anything. Alright, so Metin still has bombers going. I'll be interested to see what he does with those. He has advanced bombers out too. What else? He has missile towers in the back in case of any attacks from up north. Here are the bombers moving out. I'm wondering if he's just gonna take out these labs and put Hyvel out of his misery. Now he's going for Monka. Let's follow along. Alright, advance down. Fusion down. I have a feeling this next turnaround. Oh, no. Thought he was going to get this advance here. Alright, so that did some decent damage. He killed a few solars in there, and now Monk is pretty low on energy. Of course, killed labs too, so that was a great bombing run. Poor Hyvel.
Hyvel's making a counterattack on the right.
Yeah.
And Metin doesn't really have much. Metin doesn't really have much in terms of defense.
Yeah, I see that.
He has no laser towers.
Oh no, he did. He pulled his units back.
Yeah.
See, at this point, like, if I were Hyvel, I would know that I'm pretty much done for, and
that's right.
I would have just sent my units in for one last Hail Mary to try to do something to Metin.
I think he did like Control W and send his units up to defend his base.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He should have gone in there and just whatever happens. Because he's not gonna win otherwise.
Alright, so Monka is rebuilding that advanced. He's getting some anti-air up with some flak. And he's still putting on pressure. This is really nice. Alright, and obviously you have your air lab up. Oh, you're going cloak fusion, not even normal fusion. Okay. What's your reasoning for doing that?
The price difference isn't that much. And, well, it costs a lot of more energy though. But it's just safer.
Right.
Yeah. So like it doesn't get bombed so easily. But it costs a lot more, so it takes longer time to build.
Yeah, so Metin has another nice little set of bombers built up. He's pushing in with these units up here. He's keeping his eco going. He's starting on a cloakable fusion. I wonder if he has another one up somewhere. No, he doesn't have a fusion up yet.
I guess in this situation we know that Monkey doesn't have bombers, so I could have done a normal fusion as well. But Monkey definitely needs to do like a cloakable fusion if you want to build one. Otherwise it's gonna get bombed unless we started.
Yep. Yeah, Monka is trying to rebuild a fusion up top, but I think his days are numbered. We have Metin breaking through the center. You're coming on the left. Hyvel's trying one last attempt. Alright, let's see where these bombers go. Advance down. Black down. I think that I don't think he was actually wanting to attack that flak, but it was where the fusion was marked. Yeah, if you're in a situation like this where you're Team Pussay Patrol and, you know, the game's just completely over. Like, I have a hard time staying in. Like, I would Control D this in a heart second, or in a heartbeat.
In team games, you always have a chance if you have two players. But
Yeah.
but if you're alone, if you're alone, yeah, you can just you can kind of give up if you are really really behind.
Yep.
But even here, like, you could give your units to your teammate and come bomb and maybe get lucky.
All right, Mr. Paracarry. No, these are games from earlier. So these have already been played, but they hadn't been casted yet.
Yeah, this was played exactly a week ago.
Yep. Looks like Metten's about to finish Hyvel off now. And then you're finishing Monka.
Yeah. Yeah, Monk is going for a Rage Gamer play.
Yep,
Atlas Commander.
I think Hyvel was trying to as well, but he just wasn't going to get that ear lab up.
Yeah, you gotta do it early enough. If you do it like, you don't wanna leave it to last second.
Mm-hmm. I really hope we get to see a comm bomb sometime in the tournament.
Me too.
Rage Gamer, don't do it. Nice.
Here comes the bombers.
Wow, man, that was awesome. I mean, that was like a Jedi moment.
Mr. Sergeant Serve, thank you for subscribing. Alright, so Para, you know, MTs, yes, but you can do some stuff where you off-screen the transport so that you can get it, like, say it would pop out here. There's this MT here, but you could still get it so that it would take out a nice little chunk there. Yeah, that's it for game number 1. Honestly, it seemed pretty easy for you guys. It went how I would expect, where Monka was nice and solid, but I think Hyvel's lack of playing time is showing there a lot.
That's right. And from the mail produce, you can kind of see, like, at the beginning, Monka was actually in front of me, but since we got such a big advantage, we could kind of push more.
Yeah, and then
couldn't expand anymore.
And then Metten was pretty up there the whole time, and
yeah, he was at the front for the whole time, and
all right, so
most of his proclaimed.
Next up is their pick on corners. Were you expecting anything specific from them on corners?
I should have. I should have expected some special plays, but I wasn't, to be honest. So there's going to be a little surprise in the game, and you'll see it later. It's asking me to remove our archive.
Are we gonna even be able to watch this?
No, I click ignore. If I click ignore, it works.
Okay.
Let me see. It should work. So if I click remove, it's gonna not work. But if I click ignore, it's gonna work. I've had this happen before.
Okay, yeah, I clicked ignore. Let's see what happens. Looks like it's loading in. Yeah, here we go.
I'm in.
All right, so yeah, this is good old Sim Corners, everybody's favorite. On the top we have Monka and Hyvel, and in the bottom, Tasto on the right, and Metin on the left. Now, I know Monka has been working on a little tier 1 rush build, and then he also likes to mix in a bomber as well. By the start build, I'm leaning more towards him going bomber, but we'll see. Oh no, he's going into more mexes here. Okay, yeah, it'll be more
Is this your first
traditional.
time? Is this your first time watching the game?
Yeah, I haven't watched any of these games.
Okay, okay. So you'll get to enjoy it fully. Cool.
All right, so the traditional build here is to build, some metal extractors and winds, and then go K-bot, which it looks like most people are doing. Yep, everybody. Ivel's going a little extra greedy with the eco here. Let's see what he
Yeah.
chooses.
Maybe a mail storage or a rage gamer style.
Yeah, it'd be amazing to see him build just an LLT to start. All right, yeah, so pretty traditional. We have a flea, 2 fleas going out. Now, when you build a flea here, are you actually looking to get damage done, or are you just trying to get some scouting information?
Both. Mostly it's for scouting, but if you're lucky and they don't build MT or anything, you might be able to snipe a couple of mexes as well.
Okay.
So like if they're going for a flash rush or airplay, you could kind of spot it out.
Yeah, so Hyvel, oh, he got it. Okay. I was going to say with Hyvel's greedy build with building all the resources at the beginning, he didn't have a chance to get out the MT, but his commander took care of that flea.
That's right. And you can see like I'm really bad at marking from memory.
Right.
So after my fleet died, that's a game of lab, and that's a missile tower.
Yep.
Good luck.
So Tristan in our match against Let Us Cook, I went bomber first on shards, and he said he would do the marking, and I go and we get the first missile tower. The second one though, I messed up my bombing run, and I missed the missile tower by a little bit. And he tells me, he's like, "Oh no, it died," and he removed the mark. So of course my bomber comes back around and it's still there and kills my bomber. And I'm like, bro, come on. You got to get that right.
Yeah.
All right, so Sergeant Serve,
yeah.
Sergeant Serve says the tier 1 build method is legit. It takes practice, but if you can learn it, it can be devastating. Yeah, I've honestly some of the newer players that play, that's the very first thing they do is just try to rush flashes, and I'm not gonna lie, I've had trouble defending it. So if someone with like actual skill can pull it off, I'm sure it could be devastating.
Yep.
All right, so everything's kind of quieted down a little bit. People are just ecoing up. You're going a little extra heavy on the missile towers. Were you expecting any rushes or anything?
I thought my thinking is that one of the way we lose is if they go really hard rush.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like if we can hold off the first wave, if they do rush, then we'll be fine. One of the ways we lose is they do a really heavy, like double rush on one of us. So so I build a bit too many MTs, I think, here.
Yeah. What Metin's doing here is something that, I don't know about this. I like to do is get my initial eco going, get my initial line of MTs for defense, and then I'll drop a vehicle lab and do like a kind of a delayed T1 rush, in hopes of just like throwing off my opponent just enough to get me a little bit of an advantage. In 2v2, it actually works a little bit better than in 1v1 because you're just closer to your opponent. Your units don't have to drive all the way across diagonally. Ah, I see you're pre-building the LLT to defend the geo spot. Nice.
Yeah, it's cheaper to build an LT than to build a geo and just lose it and then build it again.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is interesting. He built the vehicle con to go straight into eco. All right, your advance just finished. Ival is just now starting his.
Yeah. Energy-wise, Monka and Hyphal and Melon are pretty close to each other. I'm almost there, but not there yet. Metin has the most metal income right now.
Yeah, in the early game, what you'll see is on maps like this or other traditional metal maps, energy is your bottleneck. So you have to have a lot of your production going into energy, like the geos, all the wins, and then from there you can really jumpstart your economy once you get your advanced up and then your Moho Mex is out. All right, so this is definitely interesting by Metin. He has 2 vehicle labs producing flashes here. Normally you'd see this just be like another advanced lab putting out warriors. I'm interested to see if it works.
Yep. And both of the top team, they already have their geos up.
Mm-hmm.
And Monka loves to put Dragon Sieve around his geo.
Right, definitely.
So if these flashes go up, they can get the geo. That's a big thing.
Yeah, they are. Flashes are going up now. But he has lines of MTs on both sides and in the back. I don't think these flashes are going to get too much done. Some may sneak into the metal patch.
I think it's a con.
Yeah, Monka has his warriors out now too. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Monka didn't really have to react to too much. He had his defensive setup nice as is. Another little
those Dragon Sieve really helped.
Mm-hmm, definitely. Alright, so Monka will want to get some warriors over on this side, just to hold off until he can get his MTs or HLTs or something back up over here. Wait a second. How did... No way. Did his MTs shooting at those flashes kill the Geo?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That's right.
That's brutal. All right.
I saw it lose some. Yeah, I saw it lose some health, but I wasn't thinking it's gonna explode.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, so let's do another eco check. You have another advance going up. You're starting a cloakable fusion. You already have some. You already have 1 Moho Mex up. Metin has a couple Moho Mexes up. Lab, fusion up. He's starting his advance there. Monka's working on a counterattack here.
It's a lot of warriors.
That's a decent little amount. I don't think you guys are in any trouble whatsoever there.
Yeah, we have enough NC. He's kind of spreading it out a little bit, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these could have like maybe gotten like killed a couple MTs or something down here, but them getting stuck on the Rex that ended that push.
And Highflow's a bit too late, so like if he had been here like 30 seconds earlier.
Mm-hmm. I could have done something, yeah. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. He did a move command down here and just left his units. And now is not the time to move them in. You gotta pull those back. This is just throwing away all that metal. That's unfortunate. Alright, Metin is gonna try to hit Monka with a nice little counter. This might actually do some damage though. No, it's mostly flashes. He should be able to defend that pretty easily. Ival's trying to do something. He did a decent job of working his way around to get through the units. So there's that. Killed a couple MTs for it.
Take a look at Monka's base. What is he building?
Yeah, the nuke. Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, is Hyvel doing anything crazy? No. Let's see. You're still pretty traditional. I see you putting some dragon's teeth in the front of your base. Do you do that often?
I do. I'm pretty known for that.
Okay.
So I think my style here today has been a bit more defensive. So like I'm a bit behind on eco.
You do have a big Bertha starting up now, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright, with that placement, you can hit all of Hyvel's stuff where... actually, I think you could place it even a little bit back, even a little bit further if you wanted.
Yeah, behind the dragon ship it's kind of safe.
Right,
it's hard to snipe it.
Yep.
With ground units, you would pretty much need to bomb it or bird fight yourself.
Yeah, I do like the play from Monka to try to get up a nuke, but I'd really like to see a big Bertha or some air come in, because if you guys get your big Berthas up or nuke or something, he's gonna have no way to defend that.
Yep. But then again, if you go air and nuke at the same time, you're gonna stall on E.
Right, definitely, yeah.
And if you have a Bertha firing...
Yeah, you can see his energy bars tanking pretty hard right here, so...
Yeah, he's building two fusions at the same time as well.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Alright. So they're trying to put on a counterattack here, but... with how defensive you guys are playing, it's just not going to get anything done. Hyvel did another move command just to right here. It's unfortunate. Would love to see these actually taking out some defenses. Alright, Metin has his BB going up. He has some advanced bombers out. Right.
I'm sure left side.
Hyvel did get his pyros near Metten's big Bertha, but I don't think he noticed it. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That would have been a great one to mark right there.
Yep.
Alright, so Metten's had his air lab up for a while. I see he has a few peeps up. Or finks. What are these ones called? Peepers, yeah. But he hasn't done any scouting with them yet, has he?
Nope.
So Monka's nuke is up. It's probably been up for a minute or so. He's starting another one. This could be bad. Your BB's up, but again, you guys haven't scouted, so what are you going to target with your BB?
I'm starting to build peepers, but for now I'm just gonna shoot at the metal, I think.
Okay. This actually looks like a pretty good attack that you have going in the middle here. If nothing else, it's pulling their units out of position.
That's right.
Alright. Let's see.
But they have a bunch of pyros. Yeah. It's gonna be.
I don't know if you have enough energy. Oh yeah, you do. You have enough energy to shoot. Looks like maybe you're targeting that Gia. Yeah. Oh, cans. So Hyvel getting these cans in here, that's great, but you had walled this off with Dragon's Teeth, so they're not really going to be able to do too much.
Yeah. Cancer's very slow, so like if they have to go around, it'll take them forever.
Another interesting thing here is Metten's starting some toaster creep.
Yep. Ambusher on the left side, and
oh, here's the nuke. Oh,
yep.
This is so cool.
But did he scout or no? Let's.
Yeah, I don't know if he was able to get a scout off or not. Is he just going for the metal patch, I wonder? Let's see.
Metten's commander is hiding, cloaked.
Yeah, he just went straight in the middle of the metal. Okay, Metten's commander's way over there. Yeah. All right. So what did that do to Metten's metal? He's down at plus 287 now.
Yeah, he lost like 140.
Yeah,
I think it was 411.
He wasn't using all of his metal as it was, so normally that'd be pretty devastating, but Metten's, he's hanging in there. I don't even know if he knew that happened. He's not reacting to it.
My big berth, I got one of the labs, but now it's shooting just the pyros and cans.
Okay.
I don't have a target right now.
Alright, yeah, so I think he maybe realized something happened because he started scouting. Yeah, and here comes a bombing run. He didn't mark the nukes though. Oh, he found the commander. Oh. Oh, Monka. Oh, buddy, you can't do that. And Hyvel doesn't have any air defense in the back. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Those nukes, they were gonna do some damage too.
That's
wow.
right. And Had he found like my commander was still visible, so if he had nuked my commander, that would have been probably game.
Let's see, where is your commander? Oh, was it just
No,
right in the
now
middle?
it's hide. Now it's hiding, but there was a chance he could have nuked my commander. So
Okay. Honestly, they were starting to do pretty decent there. I have a feeling that Metten's bombers would have been putting in some serious work, but he probably could have gotten off at least one more nuke before the bombers took out all of the retaliators.
yep.
Alright, so any new players out there, the traditional build, there's a couple different ways, but one of them is to lock your commander in right here. And that's what Monka did. And usually what you do is you reclaim something to get out of there and move your commander away. But I think he honestly, he probably just forgot. You know, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. And yeah. Ival's doing well considering, but it's over. You can walk through the cave. Well, yes, you can, but I never want to let my K-Bot lab stop production long enough to actually walk my commander through it. So I'll either reclaim some stuff, or I've even just like deke on my way out.
Yeah. The moment I heard Metten was nuked, I degunned my commander free and hid.
Yep, exactly.
They could have won the game if they had nuked my commander. This was a really close game, actually.
Yeah, I that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. It really was.
Yeah, rushing the nuke is kind of, it's risky, but if you can pretty much win the game if you get lucky.
Mm-hmm. All right, so for metal production here, you actually outproduced Metten. But the caveat being that his metal got nuked.
Yeah.
Whoa, the excess metal. That's pretty impressive. 0 and 0 from Monka and Metten. You only had about 1100. Hyvel excess a good bit, but yeah, that was a very good game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. All right, so
Yeah,
game.
Hyvel, Hyvel should have built a couple more. But he was core, so advanced K-bots or Necros to help build more.
Yeah,
Spend all of metal.
Yeah, he definitely needed some more production up, and he should have had out some Doomsday machines. If you are an ARM player, I know that you are jealous of Doomsday machines because they are a beast.
They are OP against land spam.
Mm-hmm. All right, so game 3, riding the fourth wave. How many times had you played it before this this tournament game?
That's a good question. I've played it enough to get a feel of how it should be played.
And did you have any sort of a strategy that you were looking to implement or anything?
Nothing special. It's quite straightforward. You just want to maximize reclaim, energy production, and skid pump. So you don't want to build too many skids early, but then again, you don't want to leave it too late. And here you can do both. You can do titles, or you can do sonars and turn them off, and they will produce you 8 energy per second.
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, sonars produce their own energy, and if they are running, they use that energy. So you can just turn them off and you'll still get the 8 energy that they produce. The problem with that is that if like someone gets one skeet behind here and can kill one of them, they have a little area of effect explosion, so it could take out all of those.
Yeah, they're very weak.
So I like to go just titles, because I'm terrified of stuff like that happening, and I'm pretty bad at reacting to oncoming attacks. So yeah. All
Yeah.
right. But let's see, our players are Monka and Hyvel on the left-hand side, and then Tasto and Metin on the right.
I messed up my start a little bit. I had Pussing on, so I had to turn it off and
No, I don't.
made me
I've never used it. What does Sing do?
Pussing. It makes your units sing when they're moving and
Okay,
attacking. So like,
nice.
yeah.
All right, so Metin has one skeet coming in here. I would imagine he's doing it mostly for scouting, but he can very easily get a title or two. Let's see what happens. Yeah, see, he wants this title. Anything else going on? Nope. Alright, one title down. And that's it. On maps like this, where you have reclaim, what you'll have are a lot of construction units out reclaiming stuff, and then that'll fuel your early metal pretty quick. So you can go through building, you can start building a lot of stuff pretty early. In just like a traditional metal map, your bottleneck will be energy. So getting damage on the early energy production can be devastating for people.
That's right.
All right, so you found one of Hyvel's cons, but he's reacting to it, so I don't think you're going to be able to kill this. Yeah, you're backing off. All right, so you are core. No, you are, yeah, you're core, Met in his arm, and both Monka and Hyvel are core as well. Do you know why Metin chose arm? Did he mention anything?
No. I guess for this map, it doesn't matter that much. Like, I don't think we're gonna build warlords or stuff like that,
Okay.
unless it gets really really late.
Yeah, so on more traditional C maps, core is by far superior, just because of warlords. Warlords are incredibly overpowered. It is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, the millenniums kind of suck. They're just kind of like waste of space
Mm-hmm.
on most maps.
Yep. All right, so it looks like Metin's probably searching for cons out reclaiming.
I found a com. I found a con on the bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, you're there now. It's a little less than half health, and he's gonna clean up your two searchers though. All right, Metin found Monka's forces. I'm pretty sure he knew he wasn't getting anything done there.
Yeah. We have two almost free shipyards both,
Mm-hmm.
and Hyphal is only on one, so he's getting left behind.
Oh yeah, so my traditional build for this map is my initial shipyard. I just do non-stop cons. Like, I'll have a ton of cons out, and then I'll have those ones build the additional shipyards for skeets and searchers and enforcers and all that stuff. Hyvel's kind of going the opposite direction, where he prioritized skeets at first. So he might end up getting left behind here pretty quickly. Oh man, I missed this. I wish I saw that. Metin was able to get just a small little patch of skeets in behind and started taking out some title generators.
Yeah, he got like four tiles or 3 tiles there.
Yep.
And I'm going in for that. I got a Seacon here.
Nice. There's another one exposed.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a bit ahead. Go down just a little bit. Yeah, this is the one I got.
Nice, that's awesome. All right, so one thing I was wondering if anyone would pick up on is that these wrecks that are out there, especially the high value ones, you can drive your searcher or skeet on top of it and just leave it there so that when your opponent sees it and comes and kills it, your skeet wreck will actually replace the original high value wreck there. I plan to try that out next time I play the map, but I've been wondering if anyone else has noticed that. Had you thought about doing that?
You can see Medin placing 2 skeets on the top left. Oh yeah, that's the. Oh no, go a bit down there. There's there's on that shipyard, yeah.
Yep.
And there's the other one, yeah.
All right, so you have a nice little force that's gotten in behind, but I think Hyvel's going to be able to fend this off. All right, Metin and Munka look like they've kind of stalemated a little bit. I believe Metin has the better production at the moment now, so he could probably overtake Munka pretty soon here. And with Metin's labs, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts building some Conquerors or whatever the battleship tier 1 battleship is for core. I can't remember what it is.
Archer.
Yeah.
The Crusader equivalent.
So you're just building more skeets and cons.
Here you can see the shipyard getting destroyed by the skeet.
Oh, that's awesome. Yep. That is great. Alright, so your force got kind of cut off here. That's unfortunate for you.
That's right. Yeah, those... move commands through those islands.
Yep. I know when that happens to me, I get pretty frustrated because I feel like I've failed. But I believe you have enough production to make up for it.
I'm really exploding right now.
Yeah, Hyvel is not. He's getting, like I said, he's getting left behind pretty quick. Yeah, you're really close to just completely overtaking him.
Yep, and Metin gets another con. I'm getting another con here. Or 3 cons, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is brutal.
Yeah, and because of this, I've been really able to expand and tap a lot of stuff, so...
Right. Or just construction ships. Yep. Yeah, I think this is pretty much it for Hyvel. And Lon is he's actually holding off pretty decently. He needs to pull back though, yeah. Alright, let's look at the totals real quick. Alright, so Monka 23, Hyvel 14, you 36. Oh man, you were doing some massive reclaim. Nice, good job.
Yeah. They hadn't. Hyvel was kind of stayed back a little bit, so I had time to expand.
Mm-hmm. What I really like about this is that you and Metin, this match, you guys weren't more brute force where you just went straight in. You guys were very strategic when you took your engagements, and it definitely paid off. You guys were able to get some cons. It was great. Good job.
Subs to hunt the commanders down.
Right, yep.
You could also do Crusaders.
Yeah, that's traditionally what I do is I have like I'll have 3 labs on Skeets and then every lab after that is pretty much just Crusaders.
Yeah, Crusaders are a lot faster than subs, but subs do a lot more damage though, so.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're so expensive. It is. I remember the first time I played a C map and I tried to build a sub, and I stalled for like, it felt like a year.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so
yeah, sub.
The game's
sub is 12. Sub is at 1200 metal, and Skeet is only 95.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like you did get a sub in on Hyvel.
Did you know enforcers actually cost more energy than subs?
Really? I did not know that.
But they are cheaper in metal. So it's like on this map you're more selling on energy, I think.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And the title is it's decent, but it is only plus 18. I think
That's
traditional is like around 20.
Yeah, normal is 20. So this is like you can kind of play with the sonars if you want.
Mm-hmm. He won't control D. He's making you kill him. Nice. Good game. Yeah, that was... It started out pretty even, but Hyvel's... between him getting his cons killed, the ones that he did build, and his lack of cons overall, it snowballed pretty quickly from there. Otherwise,
if you lose a couple of cons, it snowballs really fast because then you won't reclaim. You can build more labs, and then you can become Skeets and
exactly. Otherwise, this was a great series. I enjoyed it a lot, especially that corners game. That was awesome. Reject. Let's see.
Rejected. I think corners is always good. Regardless who's playing, it's always going to be.
Mm-hmm. My favorite map for sure. Let's look at these totals. Continue watching now.
You gotta self-destruct your own commander to get to the...
Yeah, I got it. Alright, so as we saw earlier, you, Tasto, led the game in metal produced Reclaim Master. I saw you had a ton of cons that you had built.
Yeah, I had my commander just popping up cons the way you play as well.
Yep. Metin was pretty far up there. Considering the disparity of metal, Monka did pretty well to hold you guys off. So props to him for that. And then
I think these numbers here, like the end screen numbers, if you type totals in the game and these numbers, you get different results because these numbers get mixed up with sharing. So these aren't super accurate.
Okay.
So actually, the transparency of reclaim, I had even more reclaim than usually here because I was sharing it a ton to Melon.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. But in either case, like I said, you guys definitely outproduced them in with, like I said, with how Monka was able to hold on there. That was pretty good. Props to him. All right, that's the games. Games 1, 2, and 3. Again, those were from a week ago. Everyone is pretty much done playing. I assume that there's still a slight chance that Stagma and Divine could get a game in, but I doubt it since Betton's probably he'll be sleeping for a while. Yeah, how are you feeling about the upcoming bracket stage?
Yeah, I just saw that it's gonna be is it gonna be best of 3 or best of 5 or what are we gonna?
So
What are we gonna do for the?
It starts with a best of 3, and let's go over here. So the first round is best of 3, semifinal best of 5, and then a final best of 7. And as
Cool.
of right now, you guys are scheduled to play against Cool Post. So that should be a very fun match.
Yeah, I like it. It's gonna be a close game either way. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yep. All right, man. Well, thank you for what's that?
Are the bands and the picks gonna be the same way as we did it in the first stage of the tournament?
The first round, the bans and picks will be the same, and then they'll be adjusted for the best of 5 and best of 7.
Cool. And can you based on the position of these teams, like are we the first pick or versus Cool Post, or how do you decide that?
I believe I don't know. I don't want to say anything definitive yet.
Okay.
I can't remember. Yeah. So we'll put out all the information in Discord, and we'll make sure everyone is fully aware of how everything works. Yeah, Tasto, thank you for joining me. I definitely appreciate it. Those were some fun games to watch. Any last?
Let's take a quick look at the incoming matches. So PP Pussay Patrol is gonna they're gonna fight against Let Us Cook for the last seed. That's correct, right?
Right. So the 8th seed is they are tied right now. So they're gonna play a little play-in series, a best of 3, and yeah, that should be good. I don't know when they'll be able to get that game in. There's a bit of a time zone issue that they'll have to work through. Right. Yeah.
But whoever wins is gonna be fed to the dogs pretty much. They're gonna be against TA God. It's gonna be like even if they win, it's gonna be a rough rough rest of the tournament after that. And you guys, Pink and the Brain, you're gonna play against ATM. So that's Divine and Stagma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's gonna be a tough matchup as well.
Yeah, so we've been watching, their games, and Divine seems to be pretty hit or miss. So I'm hoping that when we do play them, Divine, has one of his
very stoned
off days. Yeah, he has some sort of inebriated, going on.
But would you based on that information, would you put more pressure on Stagma or more pressure on Divine?
Divine for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We would prefer to take out someone and then just deal with the leftovers from there.
That's right. And then the third matchup will be TFA versus Sergeant Spag.
Yep.
TFA, that's not Knob's team, right?
Yeah, so that's Knob and Jorn, aka Tar Therapist. Before yeah, Therapist, yeah.
Therapist, yeah.
And Before it was Nob and Krogarth. However, Krogarth was replaced, and before he was replaced, people were expecting Nob and him to do pretty well, but him with Jordan taking Krogarth's place, they are going to be serious contenders. Nob is just a great overall player, very well rounded, and Jorn is absolutely ruthless. If he sees a weakness, he will pounce on it and hit hard. So those are going to be some fun games, I bet.
Yeah, I played with him and he's really good as well. So they're one of the top contenders here. Probably gonna maybe end up in the finals. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
So like Sergeant's back are gonna play against them, and they have a lot of work just to beat those
definitely.
guys. So TFA is gonna be a favorite there, and I think Bear Snatch and Cool Post they're about 50-50. So I don't know. Both teams can win here. I think.
Yeah.
Depends on the day.
Yeah. Also, it depends on when you guys can play those games. Because if Postal has to do what he did today to play against TA Gods, where he woke up at like 3 a.m, you guys might be able to handle a 3 a.m. Postal.
That's right. Okay, my guess for the finals, we're gonna meet final best of 7. I think we're gonna meet TA Gods on the finals, unless something special happens, and then the other finalist, it's gonna be close. I don't want to say who's gonna be the other finalist, but I think TA Gods is gonna be there based on these brackets.
Yeah, if we go on this, I'm pretty sure TA Gods goes through in the upper level, and then for the lower, it would probably be, I'd say, TFA.
I think TFA is the favorite here as well, so it's probably going to be TFA and TA Gods at the finals. But you never know.
Yeah, so literally anything can happen. Like we saw Monka with those nukes on corners. If he had hit in the right spot, the game could have just ended.
That's right.
Yeah. But again, thank you for joining me. It was a pleasure. Look forward to your upcoming matches, and everyone else out there, be on the lookout for some more content. There's going to be plenty of games to cast, and take care.
Yeah. All right. Cheers, man. Good luck.